Hey there! Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we talk about ways where you can create environments where employees actually want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. Hi, I'm Ken Bader, your host for Branding the Experience, and you caught me looking at and reviewing a great interview and discussion I just had with the CEO of UMe Federal Credit Union, Robert Einstein, where we talk about not only their new name of the last 5 years, which is UMe, obviously, but also their brand and their newest campaign, If It Matters to You, It Matters to Me. Let's go ahead and listen in. Hi there, I'm here with Robert Einstein, the CEO of UMe Federal Credit Union in Burbank, California. And he has some great stories to tell about the member service here, and most importantly, the way they brand the experience. Robert, welcome to the show. It's great to have you.
It's an honor to be here.
Terrific. The first thing that I want to ask you is, you mentioned the campaign that you're doing, and it's somewhat of a tagline of, if it matters to you, it matters to me.
Correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you came up with that and where you're going with that particular campaign?
Okay, well, our name is UMe. So UMe is very simple. It's just a connection between you and me. And we've had this name for 5 years. And If It Matters to You, It Matters to Me is a relatively new campaign. Once we were sort of thinking about what we're going to do this year, we had some campaigns that we were thinking about. And once we heard that one, it just made sense. It made sense because it really is an extension of you plus me. And If It Matters to You, It Matters to Me tells our members not only that they matter to us, but that the things that matter to our members matter to us too.
Right. And
so it was really authentic. It just made sense for UMe to just go in that direction, and it's been because it's genuine like that. I think it works, and it's just been so where we're going with that. We've had an Instagram campaign that
I saw that
our members we challenged our members to post on Instagram things that matter to them. So it could be their children, their spouse, their pets. Anything that matters to them. And we had a contest that would be $250 to the one that touched us the most, that moved us the most. And we were just starting on Instagram. This was March 1st. We had 50 followers. By the end of March, we had almost 600 followers on Instagram, over 1,000 entries. And I would have to say it was one of the most beautiful things we've ever done, because the entries were the most touching things we've ever seen.
What was the most touching of that campaign that you did see?
Oh, we saw a father teaching his son to shave, and the son
shave
had a fake razor, and the father and son were shaving together. From service people with their children to their pets that are older, to their grandparents, things. I mean, just spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and how they're professing their love to them after so many years.
Beautiful. It
was the most positive thing where when we started the campaign, we had one prize of $250. I said, there's no way we can pick one. So we picked 4. And so that's
what did that do to your budget?
It quadrupled it. But so it was just one of the most amazing things. So now we've got almost 600-700 followers on Instagram. I mean, we just started with 50
Awesome.
a few months ago. So that's just one of the ways where we took If It Matters to You, It Matters to Me. But everywhere, every touch point this year is just talking about how our members matter, how our products matter to them, and how they would fit in their life, but how just that they matter to us.
Well, I've seen different pieces of your brand messaging, and it's highly engaging. One of the things that I didn't mention to you is that I use a part of your social media as a positive example in some of the social media webinars that I do.
Oh, really?
And I actually show them a feed from your Twitter page. Mm-hmm. And the point that I make is look at all these 7 posts. Not one of them is selling anything. All of it is all focused on the members. And the one in particular, you may remember it, it talks about how to save on buying an engagement ring. And I thought, how smart is that? Because if I'm a member and I'm thinking of buying an engagement ring, not only am I really happy about that, but where am I thinking of financing it?
And we haven't talked about this, but this is precisely our approach to social media. It's not about selling anything. We sell nothing on social media.
Right.
There's no rates as low as or open a checking account and you'll get this. None of that. Our social media is all about positive, fun experiences, community events. People don't want their social media flooded with rates as low as. That's just not going to work. So things we've done besides that Instagram campaign, we highlight a staff member. We've been doing that for the last few months, where we highlight a staff member and we ask them some personal questions about their life, fun questions.
Right.
What's their favorite ice cream? To what do they like to do? What's their favorite band? Our members see our staff members all the time, and it's nice for them to get to know them. But there are other things that we do. We've when we travel, we put a UMe card, and I was just showing you a picture of the Colosseum in Rome.
Right.
The UMe card right there. It says your UMe card works here. So our social media.
Good to know.
Our social media approach to social media is about positive, fun experiences, about things that aren't banking, but are more community-based and people-based.
Right. You talked about your employees, and one important point for our audience is you changed the name of the institution about 5 years or so ago or so. You were Burbank Community Federal Credit Union, and then you changed to UMe Federal Credit Union. Over the last 5 years, and granted this may be a complex question, but over the last 5 years, how have you seen the culture evolve? How have you seen the branding of the experience for your staff change with the UMe name?
Well, that's quite a lot of questions there. 5 years ago, when we changed our name, we had 11,700 members. We were 120 million in assets, and we would grow a couple of members one month, lose a few members the next month. We had the most stagnant membership growth. Since then, this is 5 years later, we've grown 2,000 members. We have grown to 180 million in assets. So we're talking 20% growth in membership, all organic.
Impressive.
50% growth in assets in 5 years. And what changed is once we changed our name to UMe, it made our priorities clear. Our priorities are our members, and you plus me, that's it. So once we did that, it seemed like details started to matter to us. Every little detail mattered to us. So, and no detail was too small.
Because every detail adds or detracts from the brand.
Right. We pay a lot of attention to everything, every little detail. From we talked about reviews, member surveys, Yelp. Everything, every detail is paid a lot of attention to. And I think that's what separates us, is that even when we fall, there are times when our we get a negative review or something like that. We learn from it. That from top to bottom, we all care. And I think the difference in the last 5 years is 5 years ago, we really cared about our service and our culture. But once we changed our name, every priority became clear. And so I think we became more of details matter. And from 5 years ago to today, I think we've grown leaps and bounds of who we are because of our name change. For our staff, it fit like a glove because it was who we are. It was UMe is who we are. When we talked about why we do it, and so our staff really embraced the name really quickly. In fact, when we do things, like we brand things, we umify them. I mean, our staff came up with these verbs. Here's some things right there. Yeah. We've umified a folder. So this is just a simple folder. that one of our staff members actually had an idea that we put loan documents in there, and they were in a regular folder. And she said, "No, we need to Umify this. We need to Umify a folder." So we Umified a folder. So our staff.
Are there any loan documents in here?
No, we took them out.
It's empty.
We took them out.
What are you gonna do?
But so we actually care. Our staff really cares about every detail, just like we do. The brand reaches all the way from top to bottom, and they care. One of the things that move me about our staff is that even when they get a negative review, a negative Yelp review or a negative, that they care. I've never seen staff care so much. Right. And that's because they really love where they work. They love our brand, and they really care to make it better and to be a part of our team.
It almost seems, using some of the words that I use in brand culture strategy alignment, as if you, even before you were UMe Federal Credit Union, that you had the culture and the strategy. Right. All you ended up doing was matching the brand to exactly what that culture and strategy should have had it before.
Right. So when we renamed, we came up with 4 simple attributes: genuine, enthusiastic, striving, and quirky. That's who we are. We're quirky. I admit it. And quirky, yes, is an attribute. And 5 years ago, and everything we do has to measure against those attributes. So, in the last 5 years, we've done a lot of different things. We've continually improving our online and our mobile apps. Right now, we're working on improving our lending and new account processes. So we're never resting. That we're always looking to improve. But what we do in the last 5 years is we hold everything up to those 4 attributes. And so when you say, has anything really changed? Why we do things haven't changed. But yet day to day, year to year, our activities, the things that we work on are different. But everything has to go back to those 4 attributes and why we do things.
Right. Yeah. When we were talking earlier, you mentioned something about the things that make your day here at UMe. What makes your day, Robert?
Well, you know what makes my day is that when someone says they love the credit union, when we actually inspire a member to love where they bank. Now that just seems like an odd thing, right? So recently I had cross-sold someone I met in the community membership to the credit union. Came in, opened the account. I asked him how it went. He says it was awesome. He had an awesome experience. Never had an experience like that before. And then I ran into him a month later, and he stopped me on the street and he said, "Robert, I just want to tell you, I've banked at other local banks and local credit unions, and I have to say, I love banking at the credit union." I said, "And our staff doesn't even know you know me, right?" And he said, "No." He says, "Every one of your people are great." And when I think about our brand is really about, showing that we care, being funny, and being honest. And when we talk about what our staff is they are people that are funny, that are honest, and that care. And when a member or someone in the community, and this happens more than just once, this happens frequently, that they say they love UMe, those are the things that make my day.
Yeah. If I worked here, it would make my day.
Yeah. That's when I know I did things right that day. Yeah. But it's one thing about a brand, and you know this about branding, is branding doesn't stop.
Correct.
You can't take a break. You can't. It's not optional for us. Every day and everything we do has to be for the brand. And when if you take a day off, someone will be watching. It could be a member, it could be the staff, and those are the things you can't come back from.
Well, the real scary fact is if you stop actively branding your business, your institution, that branding still goes on, and you may not like what you
may not
get.
like it. That is true.
I'm pretty passionate about the brand that you created in UMe, and thank you for an awesome interview, Robert.
Thank you, Ken, and happy to have you here.
So, what can we learn from Robert and UMe? Well, there's probably a number of takeaways, but if there's only one, and the one that I really want you to take away from this interview, is that it's not just a name, it's not just a logo, it's not just a sign, that it can be a name that is truly a brand that aligns and purveys, not only through our marketing, which it certainly does at UMe, but through our employees and through the people we serve. That when we can put all of those things together and understand how each and every piece of the brand fits, that we can do some amazing things with our business. Thank you for spending some time with me today and Robert. My name's Ken Bader, the host of Branding the Experience, hoping that your business, your organization, and your institution is branded at a high level. Take care.